Should we talk about junk food?
Junk food.
Junk food.
Go for it. I could talk about that.
Yeah.
After America, Jesus Christ.
What'd you eat in America?
Absolute shite everywhere. Everywhere. Oh my God. Terrible. I ate pancakes with donuts and burgers and covered in caffeine and fat and salt and sugar. It was fucking disgusting. It was disgusting. People drinking pints of blue soda for breakfast. It's, it's like let's celebrating the end of the world over there.
Let's talk about breakfast culture.
Okay.
Breakfast culture.
Breakfast culture.
Yeah.
It's gone too far. Fucking eggs.
Yeah. Because I was watching the Habits one, and then I stopped correctly where you said that I eat breakfast every day and I eat the same thing. I try to eat the same thing: bread, eggs, and tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Always.
So let's talk about breakfast culture.
Breakfast culture. Go for
Where
it.
do you think? Where would you say that you've eaten the best breakfast? In the Hei.
Ja.
Dere har dessverre ikke lov til å filme her inne. Hvis dere skal filme i våre lokaler, så må dere søke om lov til det.
Yeah. So
Where were we?
Let's recap.
Let's talk about librarians.
Yeah, I think what happened is we should show the whole thing,
Yeah.
and then cut to like, and here we are. We got kicked
Yeah.
out of our usual spot because apparently
fine.
it's in the rules now.
I'm not that bothered. It's just a shame. I'm disappointed, but
I mean,
it's just a shame that when they actually do something, it's only to stop what you're doing rather than help you. You know.
yeah.
I mean, and I don't believe that applying for permission. Like, I don't think they even know how to do that. It's just words. There's no method to do that.
No, I don't think so.
No. Also, I remember what I said when I walked in and I saw her.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm guessing she doesn't want to be a part of the shot.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Remember what
yeah,
I said? And because she had that kind of like, she was like glaring past that she was
Up to no good.
up to no good. And I was like, yeah, she's going to definitely bring up something today.
Is she the same one who wouldn't let us sit outside and told
No,
us? Oh,
that's
okay.
different. That was a long-haired
Oh,
lady.
okay.
But I've seen her before. So I thought she was kind of cute. So.
Okay, didn't say anything.
No, I didn't. I was just like,
Have I been bad? Did I break the rules?
sorry, should I follow the rules?
Yeah.
Would you make me follow the rules?
Do you want to hit me with paddle me with an encyclopedia or some shit?
Well, anyway, breakfast culture,
Yeah,
right? Oh,
breakfast
big shout out
culture.
at the backstage. Big shout out at the backstage. For
Cheers
helping us,
backstage for supporting
for
local
just letting us
artists.
sit here and drink coffee and talk shit. But breakfast culture. Where do you think you have eaten the best breakfast?
Best
Or like
breakfast.
one of the most memorable breakfasts?
There's a restaurant called Cafe Gandolfi in Glasgow, and they'll do eggs on cocotte, really buttery, delicious eggs with fancy toast. And you can also have you can have haggis and haggis and potatoes are at lunch. I don't know if you can have that for breakfast, but yeah, it's delicious. But I'm not big on breakfast. Not my favorite meal.
No.
No.
Strangely enough, it's not everyone's favorite meal. For a lot of person, if you ask them, it's their least favorite meal. No one is eating breakfast.
Yeah, it's so weird because I don't even, I didn't eat a meal just till before I left. I haven't eaten anything the entire morning. I had a nectarine. That was it.
Don't you feel terrible?
No, I don't. Actually, I actually feel a lot more energy when I don't eat so much. I feel like I have, glycogen stored enough to use. So I'm like, of course I feel hungry. I want to eat. I'm always in the mood to eat. But I was like, nah, I don't want to eat now. So. But yeah, breakfast. Okay, well, I come from Dubai, right? So breakfast culture is huge there because there's a huge variety of food you could choose from. The Arabic people, or at least the ones in Dubai, they have olives, eggs. It's a lot of fruit, vegetables, and then they drink sour milk, like culture milk here. Like, they call it culture milk. Like, I think it's, what do you call that, man? This yogurt kind of drink, but it's a little sour. It's gone bad. They have that, coffee, tea, and it's mostly fruits and stuff. So they start their day like that with hummus and this bread, riba or khubus and that. But then, the other side of me is Indian, right? So it's that's a vast spread. There's so many things you can choose from. There's like dosa, there's idli, salt base of rice cakes, rice bread, like crepes with potatoes inside, with curries on the side. It's like a huge breakfast. My favorite breakfast in the world will be definitely Indian breakfast because it's just once you eat it, you have to have a nap. There's no way you can function.
After breakfast.
Yeah, after breakfast you need a nap because
Nice.
that's how rich the food is. Probably also explains their problem with heart disease. Because a lot of people eat a lot of food. But I think I always look forward to hotel breakfasts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like so if I'm staying in a hotel, that's like one of the only things that keeps me like, oh yeah, wake up, hotel breakfast, yeah. Croissants, eggs, fucking sausages, yeah.
It's just nice to have someone else make it. Like even if the breakfast's not that good, you're like, I didn't make
It doesn't
this.
matter.
Yeah.
I mean, my last trip to Oslo, remember I told you I had to go to Oslo and we had to move it, the podcast thing? Yeah, so on that trip, I woke up and it was like, the hotel is fantastic, right? It's the Clarion, the Hub. Great hotel. And I went for breakfast and there's this, the omelet counter where they're making you your style of omelet, like however you want it. So, and I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I'm an expert in making omelets and I know you should never stick to the pan and I know the drill. That was funny. The lady who was making it, she made one of the best omelets I've ever had, but the way she made it was quite scary. I was just like, you're ruining my eggs. I just kept thinking that out loud. I was like, you're ruining my eggs. No, don't do that. What are you doing? Why would you put a whole tomato in there? She just, like, cherry tomatoes, just dumped it in there. And I was like, man, that's not good. But anyway, I think that was the best breakfast I've had. Also, there's a saying that in Rogaland, I think it's in Haugesund, I don't know if it's the Clarion or, I don't remember, they apparently have the best breakfast in Rogaland. Like, in the hotels, they have the best. But you went to America. So please tell us about that.
Oh my god.
About the breakfast there. What did you eat for breakfast?
Everything is terrible.
IHOP.
Yeah, we went to IHOP. We did. And I had like, basically everything in IHOP is the same. It's like you get pancakes, potatoes, sausages, bacon, eggs, cheese sauce, right? It's just what configuration do you want? Do you want it all wrapped up and dumped and it's terrible. I got a hash brown on the side. I didn't realize my thing was filled with hash browns. And then I looked at the calories, it was like 2,000 calories or something. And I was like, right.
Just one meal.
Yes, I was like, okay, I don't need to eat for the rest of the day. And I was drinking only water. But I look around and people are having like my breakfast just to get started and they've got like big pints of blue soda. Like it's I vividly
Soda. I really want to know what that is now.
The Gatorade, is it?
Gatorade? Or like a power
wonder-
drink, like Powerade or something?
I think it must be like some sort of raspberry Fanta or something.
Fanta.
That's what I would guess.
Soda in the morning?
For your teeth, it's so bad. But like, and then the coffee is terrible as well. It's so weak everywhere. Coffee's really terrible. But you can get like a big enormous can of Starbucks triple
Chug.
espresso. Like those are your options. It's like really weak crappy coffee or like 5 days of coffee and like nothing in between. I mean, I guess because we're just not experienced there, we didn't know where to eat. But I vividly remember Tom at one point just picking up a lettuce and going like, should I just fucking bite into this? I can't eat anything that doesn't have like salt and fat in it. He got more ill than I did, I think, with the food, but I was scared to stay there longer, honestly. I was really glad to go after 5 days because I was like, I don't know where to eat.
Yeah.
Just regular, normal
Where do you
stuff.
guys live?
In America, we were in Virginia.
No, did you live in a hotel or like an Airbnb or?
Oh, hotel.
Yeah.
Hotel, different hotels. Sometimes over breakfast, but they were generally not very great. Well, you can get the one where you pour in the waffle maker thing and you pour it in and then
Yeah, you
turn
make
it and make your own waffles. That was terrible. I put sausages on it and then I put maple syrup on the sausages and it was delicious. Like I could see that becoming an addiction if I stayed longer. You know, like when you start smoking and you feel really ill. That was me for that week. If I had stayed longer, I'd be like, where the fuck are my breakfast waffles? Give me a triple espresso can to chug in my like pickup truck to go 10 minutes down the road because I can't walk anywhere. Strange culture.
But it's but do you think that there's some sort of like, I mean American food, right? Like I've always seen like my uncle who lives there, he always tells me that anywhere you go, it's size up. Everything is upsized. Everything is so big and large. So I'm like, okay, so if you go to like, what do you get free? Like, what's it like? Ketchup and mayo are free. So you can go, like, you can see homeless people come in and get fries for $1. and then they just load it up with ketchup and mayo, and then they just eat that. That's like their meal. Or if someone's genuinely kind and wants to help, they buy them a meal. But most of the times, it's just like, you go anywhere, everything is upsized. Everything is upsized. So the cola is, if you just go, their large is like giant. Our large here is like, this is large.
Yeah.
It's like over 1 liter, the large.
Yeah, it's over a liter, like, and it's cheap. So it's like the food culture is like, fast food is king.
No, it's tough to find an ordinary sized portion of healthy food genuinely. Like you just have to go like, I don't know where you would go. Like there's just enormous plates of bad stuff is just everywhere. It must be so tough to avoid. And like I say, if you're like, I want a coffee this size that's like genuinely strong. They're like, I'll give you this that has no coffee in it at all, or I'll give you a can that has 5 days worth of coffee in it and nothing in between. Like it's weird. It's weird. And there's like, the way they farm over there, there's like corn syrup monopolies and stuff, so they just put corn syrup and stuff that doesn't need it, and I think it must be very tough to eat healthily in America.
I read it even on the pasta, like the, what's the brand, like the most famous
Kraft?
brand?
Is it?
Not
No,
Kraft,
pasta. You mean
the pasta?
Barilla?
Barilla, yeah.
Okay.
Even the Barilla pasta, they have sugar on it.
High fructose corn syrup. Yeah.
Yeah, corn
Jesus,
syrup
yeah.
or sugar, like real sugar or real sugar. And even in breads, like all breads are sweet over there. So
Yeah, because there is a sugar culture there. When they like, okay, so even if you go here, you look at the full corn like tortillas or full corn like whatever they say is healthier. You look at the sugar in that, it's actually high because you can't eat those full corn things because they taste disgusting. So they have to add some sort of sugar to kind of balance the taste, so you don't feel like you're just eating a cardboard, you know. So they have to keep it like, and there's these emulsifiers and anti-drying agents and stuff like that. Just read the nutrition thing, and I see it. I'm like, no, I just rather take the regular tortilla, because the regular tortilla, which is high calorie, they say it's too unhealthy for you. Read the nutritional thing in that. It's actually healthier, way healthier than this full corn stuff, because there's so much sugar. Carbs are 38 grams per.
There's a conspiracy against you trying to eat healthy.
It's just like, what?
Tough, man.
How do you promote this as healthy? But in reality, it's really, really bad for you. And it's just full of shit. Like, you don't see it. It's wheat, flour, water, and then there's E. There's 100 E's, and then antioxidant, anti-emulsifying agent, anti-this, anti-that. I was like, okay.
It's going to make you feel terrible as well.
Yeah, and then when you look at the regular ones, it's just water, a little sugar, flour, and maybe just an acidity controller, one E. And I was like, this looks healthier than that, so I'm taking this.
See, I was all right there because they give you like free refills as well. So if you order a soda, they'll put like another pint on your table. Even if you don't ask for it, you don't need to go and get your own refill. They'll see it go down and come and give you another one. And Tom had like 3 on his table. That, like, because I was drinking water instead of sodas, I was okay. But I think Tom got a bit dehydrated with all of the salt, sugar, and then the sugar and the caffeine and the stuff in the sodas as well. It's I got lucky.
We're just like bashing American food culture.
No, it's my perspective on having been there a few days.
Yeah.
If I was there longer, I would know the local organic whatever the fuck. But I didn't, did I? I was there like a few days. I went to chain places.
But it's like everything, you know, what is easily accessible is usually not the best, but it applies to anything, like easily accessible coffee, easily accessible, I would say, movies, music, everything. What is very like easily accessible, pushed to you, it's usually not the best thing. So you have to dig a little deeper in order to get good stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess
agree,
it's the same with the food in America. You probably just found like, this place is open, so let's just go there.
Exactly.
But if you research a little bit, then I guess you can find a lot better stuff. So.
Well, Virginia, but how what did you guys get any food at the venue, like where you guys were, like for the movie?
The Alamo Draft House.
Yeah.
I had a burger there. Yeah.
Okay. So they had burgers there.
Yeah, like cinema food, you know, big things of popcorn and nothing healthy there. And they can serve it to your seat as well if you
Ah, that's in Dubai too.
Yeah,
Same thing.
it's pretty cool.
You just need to sit there and scan the QR code and just say what you want, and they will just deliver it to you. So you just bring it to you and this, here, sir, fries, burger, hot dog, and a large portion of cola. And I was like, oh, yes. But in moderation, okay. But you went to Five Guys, right?
So good.
Yeah, it's really good, right? Yeah, that's like, there's something they're doing right there with those burgers. They're geniuses.
Tom was feeling quite ill by then, and I said, I'm going to order a salted caramel smoothie. Asked them to add bacon, which was a genuine option, and then eat it very slowly in front of you. He was like, I'm just going to leave you in the airport if you do that. I'm going to go without you. But
Our security check.
By that point, I was high on my medication by then, my flight medication.
Ah.
I slept the whole way back. Didn't even notice, thank God. Yeah.
Oh, you got already like anti-anxiety.
Yeah. And I'm only supposed to take one for like the whole flight, but that never worked, so I normally take about 3. But this time, because it was such a long flight, at some point I took 4 and then forgot, and I didn't have any left, so I might have taken 5 and 6 by the time the flight was over. I was just asleep the whole time. I don't even know how I made it onto the second plane, honestly. I'm glad, but it makes you it's kind of scary because it makes you forget. You know, if you get like blackout drunk, that memory's not coming back, right?
Yeah.
It's like that, but like you're kind of sober. So I don't enjoy doing it, but I also don't enjoy having memories of scary flights either, you know, so.
Yeah.
And I don't like letting flights stop me from going places, so best I can do. Best I can do, really.
Oh, shit. Well, that's fun, bro. Like, pills and...
Best I can do. What are we doing up in the air, man?
Yeah.
That's
Can we have
that's
some
another
champagne?
podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry, but like, what are we doing in the air? We have no business being up there.
All right,
like,
okay, let's